first off, Luis, thank you very much for being here. Thank you all for being here. My name is Luis Martins. I co-preside to the VRARA here in Portugal, and today I am here with Luis Park from NIPA. He'll tell you all about it, but actually we felt that this was a needed conversation in the sense that we have been working throughout time in the last couple of months, and to try and connect the AR ecosystem in Korea with the VRAR ecosystem here in Portugal. And well, as a new event is coming up, we felt that it would be a great way for us to have a talk, and also for well, Luis to share with you all what NIPA is preparing, and well, how you can engage. So Luis, thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome, Louis. And my name is Louis also. And it's an honor to speak out and introduce our event to the VRAR protocol chapters. And today I'm going to introduce with some presentation file for getting introducing this event more easily. And I think the simple thing is this event is really is having a good purpose, and it is hosted by the government agency. So hope you all see my presentation well, and hope everybody could participate on our event. Okay, Louis, can I start the presentation?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Okay.
This I'm getting this feeling that this is almost like a GBC meeting where now you're going to do the presentation. I need to prepare mine. Go ahead.
We did a lot. Okay, so nice to meet you. I'm Louis Park, and I'm working with the National IT Promotion Agency, NIPA Korea. And today I'm going to introduce the Global Business Creations, which is called the GBC. And on December, we are going to host the last session of this year. And until now, we hosted the first to the third GBC on from October to November. So yeah, here's the simple explanation of the GBC. The GBC is having a title with the best opportunity to meet VR AR content, technologies, items made in all of the Koreans. So GBC is the Global Business Creations, which is business meeting domestic and the overseas companies aiming at establishment and activation of the VR AR industrial ecosystem. So the main purpose of the thing is building networks and encouraging Korean companies enter into overseas market, and also we encourage them to make some technical collaborations with the world, and also publishing their content to the world. So there are a lot of sections and a lot of companies, and those sections are education and industrial training and healthcare and national defense, entertainment, and media. And all of the companies are well developed their own items or their own content. And also this event is hosted by the Ministry of Science and ICT from Korea Government Agency, and also the National IT Promotion Agency, which is called the NIPA. And the venue is, I wrote it like an online business meeting. So we always using a Zoom platform for the business meetings. So there are a lot of Korean companies, as I mentioned before, such as the education company and some of the healthcare related companies, or national defense, which means military, and industrial training, and also industrial training companies like this. So there's a lot of content, and there's a lot of hardwares, and also there's a lot of softwares the Korean companies developed it before. And I know all of the worlds and every countries have another demands of their demands of the content. So you could check out all these companies through our event, and I hope every people can find out some potential or possibilities from with the Korean companies. Yeah, so the main object of this event is we are recruiting and we want to invite the buyers and investors or distributors, publishers, software developers, or anybody who is having an interest of the VR AR industry. And the GBC Secretariat is working as a bridge between those overseas companies and the Korean VR AR companies. So, I mean, like some of the people having a misunderstanding about like GVC, when people participate in GVC, they should or they have to buy some content or they have to import something. But actually, it is not. Like as I told you before, like some of the companies come to our event for checking out the like Korean companies situations or what kind of content they're developing now and what kind of things are very popular in Korea. So there's a lot of chances and we do not impose everybody to buy or import something. So you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually found from the context that I had, well, the meetings were really early, so sometimes I needed to step in to try and connect with other companies that weren't available at that time. And what I feel is that there were several contacts that were established, well, and emails are being exchanged regarding the development of again distribution partnerships, mainly that. Actually, besides that, we're also going to have later, I think next month, we're actually also going to have another webinar with a company that is already connecting with other companies in our space, so in the VR/AR space here in Portugal. And this kind of demonstrates that it's not about importing goods. It's
Mm-hmm.
all about
Yeah.
exchanging and creating opportunities that make sense. And well, there were a few already. So let's
Mm-hmm.
you were going now to talk about the results then that
Yeah, like a simple results, because as we did like 3 times of GBC from October to the October, like September, October, and November, and here's the pictures of the GBC Global Business Creations, and the Korean companies come to the conference room because they need to talk with the interpreter for the meetings, and also totally until now more than 63 overseas companies participated our event, such as like Louis Martins and also the Varjotech or HTC Vive or Endeavor VR, like a lot of companies from a lot of countries they participated, and also until now the more than 50 Korean companies are waiting for the business meeting for the last session. So we had 2070 business meetings between the overseas and the Korean companies, and some of them made some research, such as like in signing MOU or MDA, or some of them they make contracted for the samples, and also some of them are like being a partnership, and also I think like it is not a like we need more times to the overseas companies and Korean companies can be the partner or making some of the contracts. Maybe like we're expecting from next year they could make some collaborations or make some like outstanding reserves from next year. Okay, so yeah, this is the last session, the fourth GBC informations. The date will be it will be held on December 10th to 11th, and also this is the Korea Standard Time. So some of the North America or European countries can be start or earlier or later between the time zones. And also registration is until the December 2nd, which is the next Wednesday. And the things that some of the people who want to participate our event, they should fill out the application form, and also uh, sending us the company profile that Korean companies can understand easily what kind of like overseas companies doing. And also we don't get any participation fee. It's free. And also if you have any inquiry, you can send any emails to GBC Secretariat Lewis, which is me, and here's the email address below. And also you can visit our website gbcnipa.modu.ed. uh, like in the right side, there's the main homepage website. So you can check out the Korean companies list, and who, like, you also can check who participated before. I mean, the overseas companies. And
Yeah.
also here's the QR codes for WeChat and WhatsApp and Line. So you can text me anytime, like regardless of time. Yeah,
Perfect.
so Louis, like when you participate on the third GBC, like did you check did you see some possibilities or some potentials with the Korean companies?
Yeah, absolutely. To just to add on top of what you said regarding the information in the on this slide, it's important. Well, the first one you already said it, so there is no need to actually know how to talk Korean. So there's an interpreter in place, so
Yeah.
that's good. But more than that, the issue regarding the participation fee. So it's a free event, but that doesn't mean that the commitment isn't there. So it is really important, especially because we're talking about connecting to really different time zones. So it's really important that all participants are aware that all meetings need to be done well at time, on time, and that things actually work out in well in pretty much the normal, the usual business way. So we really need to make sure that we are available at that time frame for things to actually happen. So we're talking about meetings that usually occur between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. Portugal. So at most. So it can be also a bit earlier. So this to say that there needs to be also some kind of commitment, but the opportunities are there. From what I saw, there were a lot of well, there were a lot of companies that worked on content development. Also, some companies that had well several platforms that made sense to connect directly with again other companies that were also inside the same market and that had like connected or platforms that could complement that could supplement sorry the benefits that they provided. And overall what I felt was that there was this huge interest into coming to Europe, and that's one of the cool things that Portugal has. So
Hmm.
it's a great doorway to Europe, not just for the fact that the investment level here is well much lower than in Germany, but you also have the talent pool, you have the lifestyle, you have the weather, you have the food, you have the skills. So overall, and also the well the investment or co-investment opportunities that also the government provides. So
Yeah.
overall there are really there are several kinds, let's say like that, of opportunities that I felt were in place and that were available for businesses to pursue. And that along with well really good ideas, I saw really good ideas, and I feel that most of them will definitely, well, most of them, or I hope most of them, will push forward and will have an international impact, because
Hmm.
some of them are really, well, game changing in the sense. For instance, we're going again. I told you that we're going to have a new webinar later on,
Hmm.
and it's with one of those companies.
Yeah. So like every country's has like different demand. So like I want to suggest some example. So there's a Korean company called Central, which is having a like hardware for developing the people's eyesight using VR. And as you know, I saw some of the documents like that the Chinese are having like bad eyesight, so they cannot go to the military because of the bad eyesight. So like Chinese needs some of the devices for like curing and developing their eyesight, and the central has it. So those two demands and the needs are matched. So they could make some potential possibilities through our event. So like there's a lot of cases like this, and I hope there's a lot of companies who wants to getting into the European market because the Europe is having like a good infrastructure for using the internet, and also the devices is I think it is a bit famous more than like Asia countries or some of the like African countries. I like it is just my own opinion. So like it is they are having a well environment for using the VR content or VR devices. So I think it is a great chance to meet the Korean companies, and also like just one meeting cannot make any contract. Like this business meeting is for introducing their companies each other and building networks. And then after meeting, like like those participants can send emails about the information, and then they could find out some potential possibilities after the meetings. Yes, Louis, I think like it is quite enough informations. Like I think I'm not very prepared for explanation.
You were absolutely, and again, I think that that this last message is really, really important, as the kind of businesses that we encounter on GBC are usually, again, businesses that can complement what we have.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking for content, if you're looking for mainly on educational, tourism market, or if you're looking for technology, hardware technology that allows you for to have more, let's say, in-depth haptics, or for instance, if you want to have more degrees of freedom in your virtual reality experience,
Mm-hmm.
there are solutions, or I contacted with solutions that provide that. So uh, actually, for me, it was not just well a business meeting, but as most business meetings in this area, it was also an educational experience. So
Yeah.
overall, it was really, really cool, also in that sense. So yeah, I would just like to then leave the invitation to everyone that is hearing to participate. If you do want to do that, you are more than welcome just to join in through the website, or
Yep.
write to Lewis on this email, gbc@ecomise.com. And yeah, and meanwhile, again, thank you very much for this, Lewis. And we are bound to talk more, as
Yeah.
I will also be participating in this GBC, and I'm sure
Mhm.
that more people inside the chapter will.
Yeah, thank you so much, Louis. And it is I'm very pleased to introduce our event to the people. And also, like, if you have any questions or inquiry, you can always send emails or message me through the WhatsApp because I'm always awaking 24 hours. So you don't have to worry about it. And and also the deadline of the registration is upcoming. So hope you like check out our event informations quickly, and then like send us the email with the application form. Okay, thank you, Louis. Thanks for
No,
having time.
thank you, Lewis, and you need to teach me that secret of staying awake 24 hours.
Yeah, Koreans never sleep. Yeah, you should know that.
Exactly. Cheers, man. Thank you. Bye bye.
Uh, okay, Louis, thank you.